but not many people can be competent enough and actually have multiple people trust an individual with their life. That has way more value. This guy says, I agree. Hardworking minimalist, in my opinion, make the best combo for success, providing for a family, girlfriends, or children. Is the best outsource of money most people won't ever look at. I agree, man. And a lot of people, what they try to do, they work to buy stuff. It's consumerism. So long as you work to buy stuff, you will never be free, because you're always going to be owned by the newest thing, right? So a job, you're a slave to your boss, right? And let's just say you have your own business, but you always want to look flashy. You always want to buy stuff. Then you're a slave to the items that you buy. You're a slave to consumerism. I learned this a long time ago. I remember when I was like 18, I was making at the time, $25 an hour, and I was getting about $10,000 bonus every single year, right? So that was a lot of money back then. And I made all this money, right? And then I lost my job and I lost all the money. I'm like, and I had all these bills to pay, like all these cars. I had all these car notes. I bought like 4 cars. And I was like, oh, I can make money, but it's really hard to hold on to money. How do I hold on to money, right? It really opened my eyes, because when I lost that job, it showed me that I was dependent on a job. So I wasn't really free. I wasn't truly independent, right? And then I wanted all these things, and all these things kept me poor. So that's why I started investing, because now I can chill, right? And I make money when I'm sleeping. And then all I want to do is reinvest it, which makes me more money. So then I'm like, well, what do you do with all this cash? What's the point of it? I don't want anything anymore. What's the point of it? Impact people's lives positively, right? My children, now they have a good life. I think it's far more important that people overlook this, to be financially stable. You don't have to worry about bills, food, etc. than saying I have like an Audi R8, which is my dream car, which I will buy. But I'm not saying you have to not have any fun at all. But I'm saying if you have to worry about your bills or food or essentials, or $1,000 is a lot to you, or your bank account doesn't have at least, $5,000-$10,000 in it, or you don't have at least a savings of $10,000, then I would argue you're a slave to consumerism. You're not stable. Even then, having $10,000 will go by quick. Let it be a couple of hospital bills, and you'll see how broke you really are. Even if you have 100,000, let you get cancer and watch how serious that gets, right? So no, I love this comment. A lot of people don't like that I'm a minimalist, and I know I show money for the algorithm and stuff like that, but I'm not out here buying stuff. Like, I get stuff for my girls. I'll give my girls experiences, but it was up to me, truly. Even where I'm at financially, I will live in a shed with like one bed, no TV. I have a bunch of water. I'll eat chicken out of a can. I kid you not. That's what I would do. But obviously with females, if you are married, you know this, they want experiences. They don't want to sit in the house. They want to do stuff. So obviously I have to be realistic. But it was just me. I didn't have any relationships. Dude, I would live literally in a shed. As long as there's some heat, some water, chicken in a can, and a soft bed, I'm happy. That's how simple I am. Being a minimalist is probably the best thing to do, because it saves you money, it creates wealth, and you're competent enough where people rely on you, and you're important enough where people rely on you. Though it's a big responsibility if you want to take that role, but it feels better to say, I'm able to take care of these people, right? My family, my girlfriends, if you're married, your wife, than to say, I have the newest car. Anyone can do that. Anyone can get a loan for a car.